Call of the Simpsons was first broadcasted on February 18, 1990, written by John Schwartzwelder and directed by Wes Archer. In the episode, Homer becomes envious of Flanders' new RV and goes to Bob's RV Roundup to buy one of his own. Settling on a dilapidated camper, Homer takes the family camping and in the process destroys the RV. Leaving Lisa and Marge behind, Bart and Homer try to find their way back to civilization but have little luck. Later on, Homer is mistaken for Bigfoot and captured. Marge, Bart, and Lisa are saved and Homer is released, although scientists say they cannot determine which species he belongs to. One of the most notable things about this particular episode is that it boasts the first guest appearance from Albert Brooks, who would later go on to guest star in several episodes of the show over the course of the next 30 years, as well as playing the main villain Russ Cargill in the Simpsons movie. Other than that, though, the episode really isn't all that great. In fact, out of all the first season episodes I've looked at this point, this one's probably my least favorite of the bunch. We're getting into the second half of the season where a lot of the episodes from the first season are not as strong as the first half of the season is. You'll still get a couple little gems here and there, but they're very few and far between. And the biggest problem with this episode to me, I think, is that it doesn't have an idea of what it wants to be or what kind of story it wants to tell. The idea of it was, according to Wikipedia, the episode was originally written as a satire on the Bigfoot specials that Fox was airing at the time, and that could have possibly led to great moments in this, but unfortunately they don't really take much of an advantage of those possibilities. In fact, the subplot isn't really brought up until the third act, and even then, there's not really that big of a payoff for it. And there's only one real thing I really liked about this episode in general, and that's the stuff with Maggie and the bears. I mean, I thought that was a little funny, but then again, Maggie usually does a lot of stuff that's more funny and memorable than most of the stuff that the rest of the family does, except when they change her voice for some really pointless reason, like with having Jodie Foster do the voice for her in one episode in season 20. But other than that, though, very rarely does Maggie miss in terms of making me laugh or having a great moment that stands out the most. But other than that, though, there's really not a lot about this episode that's worth it in the end. I mean, I actually fell asleep a couple times watching it again. I mean, it's that boring of an episode that could have been used for something great and funny, but the people behind the making of the episode don't really take much of those great opportunities that they can with an idea like this. They have a lot of potential here, but it's just nothing there. That's a shame because John Schwartzwelder is one of the premier Simpsons writers, writing close to 60 episodes in his run, maybe even more than that, and this is his worst ones, but it's a damn shame. But hey, what can you do with a guy who hardly does the audio commentary for one of his episodes? Okay, maybe except for one time.
I think we should give Schwartzwelder... John Schwartzwelder has never done a commentary, and we're now up to season 9, and he's a legendary Simpsons writer. I believe he's written 59 episodes.
That's right. So?
And we've never gotten his voice on tape to verify that he really does exist.
If only there was some way we could get hold of him.
Well...
I don't think I've ever even heard him talk.
I have a telephone right here.
I don't know. Is it going to work?
And we'll give this
We've
a shot.
We've asked him many times, and we asked him during the whole course of writing the Simpsons movie, please do an audio commentary, and he said no.
I thought of calling him last night and setting this up as kind of a phony scripted bit, but I was afraid he would say no.
Well, we asked him, would you even mumble into a microphone and say no?
No, well, let's see. I guess I'll just lean down here. What's his brother's name again? Steve?
Steve.
Oh, okay. Anyway, keep talking while the phone's ringing.
Hello?
Oh, hi. Is John Schwartzwelder there?
Who?
John?
Yes.
Is this John?
This is John. Who's this?
John, it's Mike Scully from The Simpsons.
Oh, hey, hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How's yourself? What's new?
Well, I'm actually sitting here doing commentary on one of your great episodes, The Cartridge Family.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we're giving you a call. You're on the air right now. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
Wow! Hey, wow!
Yay.
John, we just wanted to verify your existence for the fans.
Wonderful. How much money do I get for that?
Is there anything you wanted to say about this show? Any special memories?
It's a good episode, as I recall.
It's very, very good.
Yeah?
Ask
All
him.
right, then.
What were you doing when we interrupted you?
What's that?
What were we doing? What were you doing when we interrupted you?
I was cooking a steak.
Ah,
How's it
Must
coming?
be nice.
it's not rare anymore.
All right, John, I won't take up any more of your time, but we just wanted the fans to know what a great contribution you've made to the show over the years.
Oh, well, wow, wonderful.
And what you have for dinner.
Yeah.
It's 7 a.m. He's cooking a steak.
All right, John, is anything else?
No, that's all. It's too bad this really isn't John Schwartzwelder, though.
Gotta go.
Bye, John.
Oh, I know he's going to sue us.